Do not be alarmed. It's just a couple of guys. Who are these guys? Ray Regina, beloved former mayor of St. Charles, lifetime educator. And Pat Crimmins, a Geneva lawyer, but he's actually okay. From Elgin to Aurora, from Naperville to Elburn, these guys are gonna talk everything. So, here's Pat and Ray.
All right, hello everybody. Patrick Crimmins, Ray Regina, just a couple of guys for another podcast for your viewing pleasure.
Very well, very nice.
Today, Ray, we find ourselves on the shores of the babbling Fox River.
I'm looking at it as you describe it.
At or near Route 25 at RiverEdge Park in Aurora.
A home away from home, Pat.
We are here several times a year, it seems. And, the park was closed last year for renovation, and it's kind of a reawakening this year. And we're very excited to talk to the park manager, Christian Hubbard.
Yes, we met him offline. He seems like a man on a mission to just take this renovation and run with it to the fullest extent. And I'm very excited. Are you going to give him any advice, though?
Well, we're going to talk about, jazz in the park. I have a vision.
You do?
And, bubbles, the kids with bubbles. The whole thing is bubbles.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Jazz in the park.
Yeah.
I would attend something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we have something in St. Charles kind of similar, that First Street Pavilion.
Yes.
And I'm waiting for a little jazz there. We had something there last weekend. I can't recall what it was. Anyways, we're very excited to talk to Christian and to learn not only about what's new here at RiverEdge, but what's going to be coming here to the park in terms of music. They're going to have movies in the park.
Yeah, I saw that list, and I have several questions for him about some of the, lack of a better word, old hippie groups that they're having here. Bring back pleasant memories of Woodstock.
Ray cannot live down the video that shows him dancing at Woodstock. And so we always have to go back. But we're looking forward to that. And so we'll be back after a word from our sponsors to talk to Christian Hubbard, park manager, RiverEdge Park, Aurora.
Hello, friends. There's nothing like a summer night at RiverEdge Park in downtown Aurora. Live music along the Fox River, the energy of the crowd, and that easy, laid-back feeling you only get when you're spending time with your friends, family, and concert crew. And this summer's lineup is stacked. Don't miss Blues on the Fox on June 20th for a day of incredible blues. Rock out with Cheap Trick on June 25th. Celebrate the holiday weekend with Lauren Elena on July 5th. Catch a high-energy blend of country and soul with 615 Collective on July 25th. UB40 featuring Allie Campbell brings timeless reggae rhythms on August 9th. Government Mule will give a powerhouse performance on August 13th. Soak up the sounds of summer with the Beach Boys on August 14th and sing along with every word with Third Eye Blind on August 23rd. It's more than a concert, it's a summer tradition. See the full lineup and get your tickets now at riveredgeaurora.com.
The Kane County Cougars are back for the summer. The best family entertainment around features sunshine, baseball, and fireworks through Labor Day. With great food, world-class entertainment, exciting giveaways, and running the bases after every game, there's something for everyone at a Cougars game. Thirsty Thursdays feature $2 beer, pop, and half-price hot dogs. And for Sunday day games, a $15 ticket will get you $15 right back in concessions cash to spend at the ballpark. Come on out to beautiful Northwestern Medicine Field this summer for sunshine, baseball, and fireworks, and make your family memories today.
Okay, we're back with Christian Hubbard, park manager at RiverEdge Park in Aurora, somewhere along the babbling Fox River. Christian, thank you very much for coming.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Just a couple of guys. For the viewers, if you would, please introduce yourself first. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be park manager at RiverEdge.
Absolutely. So yeah, I born and raised here in Aurora, Illinois. I went to Aurora University. I graduated in the December of 2016. I saw Little Mermaid, that same December 2016. Bought a $10 ticket using my student rush, and I fell in love with the Paramount. I absolutely just adored everything that they were going on. That show blew me away. Still one of my favorite shows that we've ever done. A month later, I was working answering calls inside of the box office. 5 months after that, I got promoted to assistant box office manager, was later promoted to full-time box office manager, and I've been running that box office ever since. RiverEdge Park has been near and dear to my heart since my very first summer there. I work very closely with Jim Jarvis as well, the Chief Programming and Marketing Officer and the General Manager of RiverEdge Park. I have a really, really great working relationship with him. So, just proximity to Jim Jarvis and a couple of other folks in leadership over at the Aurora Civic Center Authority kind of placed me in the opportunity to, have a little bit of an authority here at the RiverEdge Park.
Pat, we had Jim Jarvis on in the previous.
Yes,
podcast.
we did. He's a wonderful guy.
That's my guy.
I think people are familiar with Paramount and the theater, and they're familiar maybe with RiverEdge Park. But what's the relationship between the two?
So we all fall under the umbrella of the Aurora Civic Center Authority, which is the Civic Center Authority. Many cities have them. We own the Paramount Theater. The city of Aurora actually owns the RiverEdge Park as a venue, but we are contracted to manage it every single year. So if you're buying a beer, if you're getting your ticket scanned, if you're getting your bag checked by somebody, that is ACA staff. That are hired directly by us, by our patron services department. But the venue itself, the land is owned by the city of Aurora.
And you use the acronym ACA, which stands for?
ACA, Aurora Civic Center Authority.
Okay. Where are we actually located? It's along Route 25, right?
Yes, yeah. We're on Broadway here, right across the street from the Aurora Transportation Center. Right now, we're in our sky deck, so you probably got a great image of our stage here. This space is just for like VIP sponsors, those people that we want to wine and dine and show a good time up here.
Ray, the podcast has made it to the
You've made
VIP.
it. You have
We're
made
the,
it.
we're the high rent district.
Yeah,
High rent.
Congratulations.
So if you could, for the average viewer, describe what RiverEdge Park is. I mean, what services do you provide? What do we do here?
Yeah, we're a full-service outdoor concert venue. So we book bands, we book national acts, we book local regional acts, tribute bands. We've recently been showing FIFA World Cup matches on our brand new Jumbotrons. Open air venue, so if it's raining, we're getting wet. If it's hot, we're getting sunburned. But we offer a large array of diverse entertainment here at RiverEdge Park for the folks in the community to come down and enjoy.
And you talked about concerts, movies in the park.
Yeah, we got those
things
coming
of
this
that
year.
nature.
Yeah, movies in the park, brand new this summer, coming up. $2 in advance, $4 day of. Movies in the park, we got The Goonies, Princess and the Frog, and Coco, brand new thing we've never done before. We have these brand new Jumbotrons, which I'm sure we'll touch on later, but we've had to figure out a way to, kind of activate those trons. So, and it's also a way of making the arts accessible, making the space accessible to the community.
Well, I don't want to be the only one to say this, but Ray, correct me if I'm wrong. The podcast is on YouTube video, so you could play the podcast in the park for the thousands, the throng.
100%. I'll give you my card. We'll get that going.
It could be just a commercial.
It's a trailer. It's just a trailer.
That's right. Yeah. So for people to get a handle on what this is, the musical acts that you provide, the movies schedule, you have a website, I take it, right?
Yeah. RiverEdgeAurora.com. Don't go to any other website. If you just type in Google RiverEdge Park, RiverEdge Aurora, you might get taken to a different website and try to buy a ticket that's valued way more than what we would sell it to you for. So make sure you type it into that browser, RiverEdgeAurora.com.
There's always that secondary market out there, isn't
there? And they like to try to make it higher than ours if you just Google it. So just go to the browser, type in RiverEdgeAurora.com. It's not too many letters. You'll find us.
All right, right.
As our audience knows, particularly the people who live in Aurora, RiverEdge was closed in 2025, the summer of, and then you recently reopened after a major renovation.
Yes.
We start by asking why the renovation.
Sure. So RiverEdge Park opened back in 2013, I want to say, under the Wisner administration. And when it was built, I'm not really sure that, the folks the architects and all that folks, they didn't know what the space was going to be used for. So after 10 years, 12 years of actually utilizing the space, bringing in these bigger acts and getting feedback from not just the acts themselves, but tour managers and booking agents and patrons and staff alike, we kind of put together a plan, and it was across 3 different administrations to get this project put together. But we found that, our backstage area just wasn't as accommodating as other backstage areas may have been, or we have a long line of porta potties along the river instead of like actual installed bathrooms. So we just took a lot of the feedback that we got from everyone that kind of used the space, and put our heads together and came up with something that is much more accessible, much more cleaner. The backstage area is much more, attractive to artists, and will definitely help our ability to, book those big name acts that our community are definitely looking to grab.
You mentioned the backstage. You mentioned the restrooms as improvements. Anything else
Yes.
that you would like to share with the audience?
Yeah, so we're on top of our sky deck. Below us is our earth deck. So one side is like where we can serve food out of places. Strawberries Barbecue is going to be in there all summer long. And then the other side was our bar. And then we would activate smaller tents all throughout the park to sell beer from, because, we got to make sure that we're providing, concessions and alcoholic and non-alcoholic
It's a service.
beverages.
It's a service you
But
present.
on that point, I just say, but we better get that out
Sure,
of the way. Can people bring a sack lunch? Can people bring in pop, beer, etc., etc.?
Absolutely. So like I mentioned, Strawberries Barbecue is going to be our permanent vendor outside of Earth Deck. We do have a brand new beverage building as well. I mentioned backstage, I mentioned the restaurant building, but in the right smack dab in the middle of a park is our beverage pavilion. 16 windows. We offer all kinds of alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. We also have Vendor Row, where we, contract food trucks to come in and sell food as well. Tacos, chicken wings. We had cotton candy over here for one of our World Cup games. But yes, to your point, we do allow people to grab a 12 by 12 by 12 cooler, bring a sandwich, bring a couple of bags of chips, whatever snacks that the kids like. You could bring 2 sealed, unflavored bottles of water as well, but you could bring any kind of food that you like into the park.
I know we're the early stages of this renovation and the first year of it.
Sure.
Do you feel that the renovations have allowed you to really book larger and better acts universally?
Yeah, we're getting there. During those conversations of programming and booking acts, we definitely sent them the specs of everything, and we kind of relayed the message that, like, if we were to book you in 2023, you would have a very small green room with 2 very small dressing rooms. Now you have an entire building to yourself. So that's why we were able to book something like Australian Pink Floyd, who is a very large act. They come with very large, tour buses and managers and all these types of things, and that Artist Care building definitely attracted that band, and that's something that our patrons and our fan base have been asking for years and years, to get a Pink Floyd cover band, and we got the best one in the world, I think.
And speaking of booking, is it you personally? Is it a team of individuals who book the summer schedule?
Sure, yeah. So I'm going to say his name a lot probably, but Jim Jarvis is the man. He's our chief programming and marketing officer. So he kind of leads a team. There's a small team of us. The CEO of the Aurora Civic Center Authority, Tim Rader, is on that team as well. Myself, Heather Azum, and Dawn King. We kind of all put our heads together. We get a list of artists that we are all interested in. We all come from different backgrounds, different generations. We have different interests. So we come together, we compile a list. We make that list smaller. We do market research. And then once we're settled in on someone that we would like to pursue, that's when we start reaching out to them.
And talking about that, group of performers, how do you and the team balance the national artists with the regional and local artists, so there's a blend? It sounds to me like you want to blend.
Right. Yeah, that's a great question. So I think we're kind of known at this point for like our local, giving opportunities to local tribute acts. We also have our Downtown Alive series, which goes back to my point earlier about making the arts accessible, where we have Downtown Alive, which is a $3 show. We grab a local regional act, come on out, bring the family, make it super affordable so you can bring everybody here without breaking the bank. But, we like to try to diversify it a little bit. We want the large, the Beach Boys. We love to bring someone like the Beach Boys in and kind of bring in a brand new audience, just so we can provide that opportunity to those smaller local bands, that, hey, I'm here to see the Beach Boys, but, I've never heard of 16 Candles before, to kind of like spread the wealth a little bit within the artist community of the Midwest.
Pat?
I got an idea for you, and this is free. I'm going to give this to you.
Off the cuff.
Sunday jazz in the park.
Sunday jazz in the park. I love it.
Just
I like
jazzy, picnics, kids running around, bubbles. I mean, just go with me.
it. I like it. We got blues in the Fox, and now we'll get jazz on the Fox.
Yes.
Why not? We'll see what happens.
Is there a band based upon your research working with people like Hollis from Iowa that you want to have here that you haven't as yet booked?
If I had a dream scenario, when the pandemic happened all those years ago, we had Snoop Dogg booked. And since then, Snoop Dogg has gotten reality shows with Martha Stewart, and he's playing Super Bowl halftime show and all that stuff. But in a dream scenario, I would love to try to get Snoop Dogg back here in the park, 100%. We'll see if it happens, but that's my dream.
Snoop Dogg with Martha Stewart
on Jazz Night.
On Jazz
Night.
With respect to the park itself and the venue, it's kind of a centerpiece now, I would think, with the city of Aurora. How would you explain or describe how this venue may have changed Aurora and vice versa?
RiverEdge Park, and I think Paramount as well, is kind of the crown jewel of downtown Aurora. Again, in a dream case scenario, downtown Aurora will become sort of an arts district. The mission statement of Paramount Theater is to make the arts accessible to every socioeconomic background, and to kind of activate the imagination of folks and kind of expand their worldview. So you may see someone here that can't afford to come and see a top shelf show, but can afford a $2 ticket to come and see Princess and the Frog, and have never seen that kind of story told in the New Orleans setting and that sort of Louisiana culture, that may not have ever had the opportunity to do so, but because they were walking by, they see kids running around the park, they may have the opportunity to enjoy something and learn something new.
I think Ray can tell you, as a former mayor of St. Charles, city's defined by its culture.
Absolutely.
And that's what this is.
Well said, Pat. Pat and I can vouch for the fact that for 4 years running, we've come down here in the cold of winter to the Kindle Market. And that leads me to my next question. Beyond concerts, and the Kindle Market is an example of beyond concerts. Beyond concerts and the example of the Kindle Market, well, what other roles does this venue play in the greater Aurora community?
Absolutely. So a big thing that we do every single year, we team with the City of Aurora and the Hispanic Heritage Board. We have a Fiestas Patrias event, 2-day event that comes out and celebrates all things, that is beautiful about the Hispanic culture. The City of Aurora is over 40% Hispanic. So we would just like to make sure that the people that live in the city have some sort of ownership over the venues within the city.
Right.
So that's an absolutely beautiful thing. We bring out these national Latino acts. It sells out every single time. They're bringing their families. You see people of all ages, all walks of life coming here with their flags, representing all sorts of Hispanic nations all around the world. That's an absolutely beautiful festival that we do annually, and we hope to pull it off this year in September.
How important is it to work as a venue here with local businesses, with restaurants, and especially with non-for-profits as part of the event carry out?
Absolutely. So I mentioned Strawberries Barbecue already. They're the permanent vendor within Earth Deck downstairs. They're Aurora based. A lot of our vendors that we bring in, we like to start with Aurora owned businesses first. If we have to expand out to the surrounding towns, of course we will, but we always love to give that opportunity to folks who are from Aurora, born in Aurora, raised in Aurora. They live and breathe and die Aurora. So if you're walking down and you see a food truck, you can guarantee that food truck and the people working on it and the people that own it are born in Aurora and love Aurora just as much as we do.
That's great.
For sure.
That's fantastic.
We're going to take a small break for a commercial. When we come back, we want to examine the summer program here at RiverEdge Park with Christian. So don't go away. Come back and join us in a few minutes. You stay tuned.
All right, we're back with Christian Hubbard, park manager at RiverEdge Park in Aurora off of Route 25. We wanted to talk to you a little bit about the bands and the events that you're going to have throughout the summer here at the park. We don't want to get into the minutia of every one of them. Again, we can go to the website. What's the website?
RiverEdgeAurora.com.
And there you can find all things information regarding the park, regarding Paramount, and regarding all of these events because there'll be a calendar there.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And you can actually buy tickets.
Yep, very easy to find, very easy to navigate. We have a list of events, we have a calendar. Under every single event, you'll see a buy tickets button. And again, make sure you're going to riveredgeroar.com to find that most accurate information and pricing as well.
Well, the list of events that I have start, I think, on the 17th of July and go to September. You could maybe highlight some things for the viewers where they might plan ahead and get excited.
Sure. I want to highlight the brand new series that we're building and launching this year. It's called Movies in the Park. And incredibly affordable, $2 a ticket ahead of time, $4 day of. We have 3 movies that we'll be screening on all of our jumbotrons. So we have 7 jumbotrons throughout the venue, and they're crystal clear even if the sun is up, no matter what. We have 3 different offerings. We have the Goonies on July 16th. We have The Princess and the Frog on July 30th, and then we'll have Coco on August 6th. We picked 3 very kind of diverse, family-friendly movies to kind of, engage all walks of life, all kind of backgrounds. So there's a little bit of something for everybody.
And pending negotiations, maybe a trailer of Just a Couple of
Maybe
Guys.
a trailer for
Pending
Just a Couple of
negotiations.
Guys on all 3 of them.
That's
I think
right.
We can work that something out.
Commercials are very important. Will there be popcorn
There will
available
be-
on site?
Absolutely. So we do plan on getting a lot of walk-ups for that type of performance, a lot of cash for that type of performance, and we will be, offering the same amount of vendors, food trucks. We'll have popcorn popping. We'll have cotton candy flowing. Our bars will be open for folks to come and grab a drink. Very exciting thing that we're doing to make RiverEdge Park accessible to the people within the community.
When I was a kid, I remember driving by the outdoor theater, and you could see the movie playing on the theater with all the cars parked, and I always thought that was
I
interesting.
think here in Aurora, that was the highlight 30, if I
Yeah.
recall correctly. One old
Yeah.
Route 30.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're talking about here: multiple screens and the multiple experiences. What about bands and stuff? What are you excited
we
about?
have an old favorite that kind of comes in. It's a staple of RiverEdge Park. Get the Lead Out on July 18th. That's the Led Zeppelin band.
Oh.
They're definitely getting big. They've have a long-standing relationship with the city of Aurora and RiverEdge Park, and they come out here every single year. Big crowd every single year.
And if I may, LED is LED.
LED, yeah, Get the Lead Out, just like
Get
Led
the Lead Out. That's
Zeppelin,
exactly
yeah,
right.
a classic group.
Yeah.
We
Law
have,
school. I went to law school, and I came up with that.
Yeah, you nailed it. We
Yeah.
have a great English reggae band on August 9th that we've been very interested in for a couple of years, been talking about for a little while. UB40 featuring Allie Campbell, the Red Wine. And I'm incredibly excited about it. It also diversifies our programming as well with a little bit of reggae, something different, something we haven't really often tried. So we're hoping to bring in, a different crowd, a brand new crowd, and let them experience the space, as those folks who have enjoyed Get the Lead Out have for so many years.
Don't forget about Poi Dog Pondering. August 15th.
August 15th. An old favorite. Those guys are here every year too.
Yeah, that's a real band, and they're fabulous.
Just celebrated 40th anniversary two years ago, I want to say, in 2024. Large band, and if you're here and you're watching that show, it may start with 1 or 2 guys up on that stage, but that stage will be filled with 25, 30 people. Everyone's got an instrument. It's such an incredible vibe for that.
Now, for an old hippie like myself and disco connoisseur,
Woodstock,
first of all,
right, Ray?
Woodstock. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Woodstock.
I had tickets, but I couldn't make it. But this is a shout out to our crafty cinematographer.
Yes.
I know he was all geared up about Cheap Trick. They're going to close the series out. They were rescheduled.
Yes.
They're going to close it out in September
Absolutely.
10th, right?
Cheap Trick, local Midwest band that we
Rockford.
have been Rockford. Yeah, we've been trying to get Cheap Trick for years. Yes, we did have to reschedule that. We were one of the lucky few though, because a lot of their shows within the month of June did get canceled due to unforeseen circumstances, and they weren't able to reschedule them. We're one of the lucky few who we threw out a couple of dates and they bit. So we got them on September 10th for Cheap Trick. We're really excited about that. We've tried to get Cheap Trick booked for years and years and years.
And Ray, if I may, we can cross-pollinate, and you can see Cheap Trick on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, come on. Our guy.
Rick, right?
Exactly. What? Never mind. Again, for the older crowd, right there at the end of August, let's Staying Alive all about.
Staying Alive, the Bee Gees cover band is
cover band.
also here. every single year. I always think of that SNL sketch with Justin Timberlake and Jimmy Fallon whenever I think of them. But they come out dressed absolutely to the nines. Like you see people in full silver. It's a little bit before my time, so I'm not. So
That's all right.
forgive
No,
me
no
if
problem.
I get the terminology
I'm listening
wrong.
carefully
But
here.
they got the pants with the flares.
All right.
And the all
Christian,
silver
way before
outfits.
my time too. The Bee
Way-
Gees,
you get it.
I never
You
heard
get
of
it. Absolutely.
You alluded to this earlier, and let's close out this analysis with one more. The Australian Pink Floyd.
Australian Pink Floyd.
They're brand new to the venue here. Right?
Absolutely. First time we booked them. And again, just goes back to feedback that we've gotten from folks over the years. We have a Led Zeppelin cover band. We have all these other cover bands, and people are like, Pink Floyd, you got to get Pink Floyd in here. So that's going to be an absolute experience. The lights are going to be going crazy. They're going to have the floatings going around. It's going to be an absolute.
This is more your genre.
phenomenal
Okay?
And
show.
the entire band will be wearing alligator boots.
That's what I
Is that
hear.
correct?
That's the
Yeah.
rumors on the street. That's the rumor on the street. We'll see if it comes to fruition. And that's August 21st, of course. Australian Pink Floyd, be here for it. It's going to be good.
So after September and Cheap Trick, is that the end of the series?
We'll do Fiestas Patrias the weekend after, like again, the Hispanic Heritage Festival that we do on the 12th and 13th. And then, we'll kind of go dark for a couple of months until we bring back Chris Kindlemark.
Oh,
Okay. Well, we
we'll
talked.
be back for that. By
Yeah,
the way.
We
absolutely.
talked a little bit about concessions and what you've upgraded and things of that nature, the barbecue. Anything else that we missed in terms of new?
I keep talking about
concessions?
the jump. Concessions wise, no. We have that brand new beverage pavilion that I touched on, all 16 windows there.
Right.
We'll still have a couple of pop-up tents here and there for craft beer, for those folks who like to drink a little bit of craft beer instead of the old Bud Light
Right.
type things that we offer at every single show. But I do want to touch on our giant jumbotrons in our lawn area as well, and hopefully you guys can get a shot of that. But there are two large jumbotrons that we have added there that kind of expand the park, make this park just a little bit longer. So if they don't want to be packed in tight in the aisleways up close towards the stage, and they want to bring their kids and have their kids set out a picnic table or a blanket or whatever the case may be, they can have a nice comfortable viewing and enjoy the show. Speakers are blaring back in that side of the park as well.
And it should be noted, and I'm only saying this because I'm a foodie. It should be noted for those who like to, come downtown, have a nice meal before the concert. Aurora has become quite a foodie capital. Great restaurants downtown, also in the vicinity over here. And so that can happen too. You can have a nice sit-down meal if you want to, and then come to the concert.
Make
right?
a day out of it. RiverEdge Park is completely walkable from a dozen or more incredible restaurants here that are surround the local area from the Paramount Theater. So come out, make a day of it, honestly.
Yeah.
Park down here. There's cheap parking all over the place. Grab a bite to eat and come down and see a show.
And plenty of porta potties.
Plenty of restrooms. No more porta potties are gone. No more porta potties.
Now we had the reset, and you've talked a little bit about the renovation. And we like to talk about this as well. What's next? What's the vision? Where do we see this in 5 years?
Sure. Bigger and better from here. As you can see it from RiverEdge Park, from the Paramount Theater, from our brand new Stope Island Theater that we opened 2 years ago.
Sure.
We launched a Copley comedy series within the Copley Theater, which we also operate as well. So movies in the park is a brand new thing. The FIFA World Cup viewings is a brand new thing. So we are never going to rest on our laurels. We're never going to just lean back on what brought us to the dance. We're just going to keep moving forward and keep introducing new things for the community.
And you're going to show that championship game, World Cup here.
Yes, we are. July 19th, 2:00 p.m. is the showtime. Gates will open at noon. No matter what two teams are in the finals, we will be streaming that FIFA World Cup right here at RiverEdge Park.
And
for sure.
I don't get paid for these ideas, but maybe a skating rink?
Skating
in the
rink
winter?
for Kindle Market. We'll have to see what they think. We'll have to see what they
Yeah,
think.
I
We'll
kinda
throw it
like
out
that.
there
With the jazz
with the Jazz Fest.
coming in, maybe with the speakers. 'Cause
German Christmas Festival jazz.
You
it
can't
kinda
blow a sax in the cold because
No.
it kind of freezes up there.
That's kind of wise.
Yeah.
That's some
Well,
words of
Christian,
wisdom.
we can't thank you enough for coming on and telling us all things River Edge. We appreciate your time, and as always, our experience is a positive one, and we're happy to see the growth of Aurora and the comeback of Aurora. It's great for the community. It's great for everybody. We're going to be back after a word from our sponsors with some closing comments. Christian Hubbard, thank you.
Hello, friends. This is Ray Rogina. Looking to make your next move stress-free? Meet MK Movers, your trusted local moving experts. Family owned and operated, MK Movers is dedicated to providing seamless, reliable service, from packing and storage to long-distance moves. Their experienced team treats every move with care and professionalism, ensuring your belongings arrive safely. Plus, with their eco-friendly recycled box program and commitment to transparent pricing, you'll experience a move that's both easy and responsible. Whether it's across town or across the country, MK Movers is here to help you move forward. Visit www.mkmover.com to learn more.
Okay, we're back. Pat Crimmins, Ray Rogina, Just a Couple of Guys, and had a wonderful interview with Christian Hubbard from RiverEdge Park, and we talked all things RiverEdge Park. And what did you learn today that you didn't know?
Well, I want to say one thing first of all. I didn't think that I knew this, but he gave me kind of a inkling that we could drop a series of tapes off here as trailers for the movies, Just a Couple of Guys.
Sure.
And if our, crafty cinematographer and or producer would negotiate that, maybe we could get those in as a little clip of spread the wealth of our fandom.
As you know, Ray, we're just the talent, so we'll allow the big money people to deal with that. But yeah, that sounds exciting. But everything that's gonna
show a little emotion on that.
Everything that's gonna be going on here at RiverEdge Park this summer sounds exciting to me. From the movies to the bands. Well,
let me just say, the list certainly provides for the younger generation. They're loaded with it. But for us old hippies and disco connoisseurs, I didn't say you were there. Okay. You're somewhere in the middle. I don't know where you're at.
Gen Z.
I don't know where you're at. Period. Anyway, a lot of stuff for us. I didn't mention Bob Seger's on there.
The Bob Seger Experience.
Oh my God, yeah. That'll be wonderful.
I don't know what that means necessarily.
Well, it's an experience. All his music.
Oh, the Beach Boys. I guess
Bob Seger.
Yeah, but Kevin is mouthing Beach Boys.
Well, we got to mention the Beach Boys, of course.
Absolutely.
I wish they all could be California girls.
Well, yeah. I used to live out there.
I know you did.
I concur.
Did you date a California girl while you were out there? You were too young.
I think I was in love, but I didn't date. That's kind of the boy's lament, as it were.
I see. All right. Anyway. All right. Well, anyway, all I can say is this: they did a wonderful job here. I'm really, as a former city official, I'm proud of the city of Aurora for what they've done down here.
Right.
Not only here, downtown, and I think I said that in our closing
upgrades
remarks.
To concessions, food, beverage, barbecue, all sorts of things.
I can't wait for Christmas back here at the Kindle
Christmas, the Kindle Market. Maybe we'll get a mug this year. Did we get a mug last year?
Yes, I did.
Oh, very nice. But otherwise, any other comments?
I'm ready to roll along. We have much more programming to take care of during this month of July.
We are booked, aren't we?
We've got ballparks. We've got the casino coming up.
The new
We've
casino.
Got Two Brothers over here, right down the street.
Right.
We got it all going. And I might add, we were talking about this. I think in the fall we're going to be moving into politics.
Well, we'll get approval on that.
Well,
but,
I think we will, and we'll be talking to some candidates coming along here.
Serving the interests of the average viewer and voter. That's the way I see it.
Summer and fall will be exciting. Not to mention, once again, our trip to Italy.
Yes, which will be very exciting. For those who have never been, this is a perfect opportunity to come to Italy with Ray and I and enjoy the beauty that is Tuscany.
And Rome.
And we're going to have lunch with the Pope, but we try not to talk about that too much.
Okay.
All right. For Ray, this is Pat Crimmins, Just a Couple of Guys. We will see you soon. Ray, you want to thank the crack videographer?
I want to thank our crack producer somewhere in Michigan, and I haven't heard a word from him in months.
No, once the sun comes out, that's the end.
He's like a vampire.
He's a boater.
Yes, he's Paul Stukel. And for our crafty cinematographer, the publisher of Fox Valley Magazine,
that's right.
Our friend, our guy, Kevin Ketchum. Thank you, sir, for a job well done.
And for everybody here at RiverEdge for inviting us here today to talk all things River Edge. Very enjoyable. Very excited about Sunday Jazz in the Park and all the other ideas I've shared.
Say goodbye,
Thank you.
Pat.
Take care.
Bye.
Until next time.